All right. Transformation, a specific and dramatic change. It is not something that is run-of-the-mill, everyday change. This is why people don't transform their lives. This is why people don't live the lives that they do. All right? And especially when struggles get in it, they really fall off. You know what people do this most of all? When do people do this whole change falling off thing most of the time?
When something is happening in your life.
My man, yes, sir. Glad you stated. When things are happening in people's lives, they do what? They quit. Right? But if you are transforming your lives, you take the bitter, the sweet, the challenges, the rough times, and you specifically and dramatically change those habits that create progress. All right? In my business this week, it has been a tough week. Why has it been a tough week? Because they owe me money. And I couldn't get it. Tough week. All right? However, though, I did not let that get me angry in my ideas, angry in my attitudes, and let my actions start dictating things, and I blow the contract. I would be going backwards, not forward. So transformation is about you taking those habits, those skills, and beginning to do what? Put them to work for you. You got to put them to work for you. There's too many times what? We're doing things that work against us. Yes. Yes. We're doing things that work against us. And you can't allow that to happen. Because what? You're going to always be at the back of the line. You're always, in what areas? Your family, loving people, communication, money. I remember when Mr. Carter came to work for me, and he loved the job and stuff like that. You can see his passion. And he would say, Abdus-Shakur, it ain't about the money. And I would say to him, I love that, Mr. Carter, but it is about the money. Not getting rich off of the backs of this situation here. Not that kind of money. Not that. But it's about taking care of your family. Huh? It's about getting money so you can do other good things with it if you built that kind of way. So it is always because what? That's progress. Everybody with me on that? Say yes.
Yes.
That's progress. And if you're not going forward, you're going where?
Backwards.
Backwards. You can't stay still. See, this young boy, I ain't trying to put you on the spot a little bit, but this is what young people think a lot. They think I ain't going buck, but I ain't going forward either. They think, you know what? I'm cool right here. Go ahead.
I don't think like that.
Oh, well, that's good. That's why I'm glad you're here. Yeah. I knew you weren't here for a mistake. All right. So, but a lot of young people that I teach, that I mentor, that's their mentality. That I ain't bucking, but I ain't going forward either. Let me give you an example. I ain't getting D's and F's, but I ain't getting A's and B's. I'm stuck at C. You see what I'm saying? So that was cool? Yeah? Yes. So, but that's not progress. Progress says I might be getting a C now, but you give me some time, I'm going to put those habits to work. And I'm going to be getting A's and B's. Why? Because my A's and B's are going to work for me better than the C's. The smarter I am, the sharper I am, the more money I make, the more people I influence, the more things I get. The more things that I get, the what? The more stable I am. Listen, real quick. I got to hit you off with this. I'm coming right to you. Got to hit you off really quick. It was a young boy that Russell Simmons and them supported about 9 months ago. The young boy got locked up for robbery. He obviously did not do it. It was clear from the beginning that he do it, but they locked him up anyway. They put him in the male facility. Somehow, about 15 boys attacked the boy. They beat him up real bad. I saw the video on it. It was bad. The guards, you can see the guards was obviously letting them beat the boy up. For whatever reason, I'm not really sure. But they beat the boy up pretty bad. He walked away incredibly scarred and psychologically altered. So when he got out, I'm sorry, my fault. Before he got out, he tried to do what? He tried to kill himself. Yes, he tried to commit suicide. And then they found out that he did commit the robbery. They let him go. After some pressure from people like Russell Simmons and stuff like that. About 6 months, short story, 6 months after that, he did what again? This time he did it. He hung himself from the air conditioner in his room outside of his house. Wow. All right? Huh?
Because when a person goes through not even it's a physical, not even it's like a
Yes.
physical post-traumatic stress or PTSD. When a person goes through something physically, it messes with their mind. Like I told you, I'm not gonna lie. My wife passed away. I went crazy in my mind.
Yes.
In
Yes.
my mind, I went crazy.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Yes.
So when you like being as though like right now I'm progressing as far as my mentality and my mind thinking.
Because what I heard and what I had to see, like, it took me somewhere else. Like, I ain't even talked to my wife all yesterday.
But see, look what that little bit did to you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You said, I can't deal with this right now. I gotta get up and go. You see what I'm saying? Because whatever that was.
Most people your age won't do that. Most people your age won't do that.
What you
Most
say?
people your age won't
They
do
let
that.
it go. Like, I don't.
They let him go, but you have to understand at the end of the day, it's this right here. Even though you got a heart, this right here tells everything what your body will do.
He had Run DMC pressing his case and all that.
Russell Simmons.
No, Russell Simmons was helping this kid out. It was a couple stars that was helping him out. So listen, this
Who was he?
he was just a young boy.
Exactly. So you go and kill yourself for what reason?
It's a
No,
psychological.
but listen, I want you to understand. Listen. Don't be, and I mean this in a good way. And I'm talking about myself first. But don't underestimate how things can affect you. You just had an experience with it where something that you couldn't bear at the moment made you get up and get those for a second. So, and obviously, you know, my heart goes out to you is his wife died. I appreciate his honesty. He's like, yo, I'm done. I'm flipped out, whatever. If Mike go right now and they give him a phone call, yo, your daughter gone. We're going to have to hold Mike down. So stuff is going to happen to you. My man, he goes to prison, he come home, what? They done sold his damn house. And now the boy want to rent it out to him. That's some traumatic ass craziness. So listen, you got to stay with me. Coming right to you. Then I'm coming to you, and then I'm coming in. Listen, the boy killed himself. My wife was telling me. My wife was all upset about it. I said, listen, you're not going to like what I'm about to say right now. I said, all of that could have been prevented. Why?
Because if they would have did it the right way in the first place, it wouldn't have went down like that.
That's true.
If you assess
But if they would have had the resources, the money, they could have got him out. He didn't have to stay there. When you got money, you can do those kind of things. When you got wealth, when you know people, resources, you can do those kind of things. He couldn't get out because his what? His people didn't have the money. So he had to do what? He had to sit. And sitting all that time in an environment that you really ain't built for did things to him in a very bad way. And unfortunately, he couldn't handle that, and he made a bad decision, or a regretful decision, I should say, and he killed himself. So what should we learn from that? Should we learn, oh, no, the dude, he shouldn't be going through nothing like that? Absolutely not. Because he didn't lie. Listen, it ain't like you said earlier, young boy. He didn't make a stupid decision. He got locked up for no reason. He did. He didn't put himself there. They picked him up. He walking down the street in his neighborhood like they do us. Sure, everybody.
I ain't gonna lie. See, I don't know. Cause like, me personally, I'm going to court right now for trying to get a stolen car back. I was trying to get it back to the rightful owner. I feel like as though I shouldn't have had to call the cops and report it stolen, or that I received a stolen car, because my car got stolen and they never came. So I immediately looked on the insurance card and called the people, and they got me locked up anyway. So that was a stupid decision of mine. I look at it.
That wasn't stupid. That was actually smart. That wasn't stupid because you know why? What you did was, you might not think of it or look at it that way. That right there, I know, but that right there, it's a blessing.
Yeah, I know.
That's a blessing. Even though it turned out bad, it's still a good blessing.
I agree with that, but he's saying, and I agree with him, he's saying in the process of it all going down,
It went the wrong way.
he made some decisions that dictated it to go the wrong way. Because if he would have did certain things, that would have prevented him from even having a car in his presence. Because he would have said, this ain't good, this ain't good, this ain't good. So again, listen, a part of the skills and a part of transforming your life means what? You got to be aware of what you're doing. You can't, negligence, that don't count. Because stuff will happen to you if you what? If you ain't paying attention. That's why I tell my kids, when you going to school, whatever you're doing, you always watch your surroundings. That ain't no gangster stuff. That's being smart.
Common sense.
It's common sense. All right. So let me go to him, and then I'm coming right to you. Go ahead.
It's like yesterday with my program.
Mm-hmm.
I had a meeting with
Yeah. Straight down that hall, all the way down.
I had a meeting with my program professors, and we sat at the table. And I told him, I said, "Look, trust me, I know I can't read it. I know I'm not the best at it.
Okay.
Trust me, I know I need help. So
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. You got
and
10 seconds.
And they said, "Look, we want to send you to temple because we know that's the best thing for you right now."
Right. And this as far as your reading skills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. I'm glad they did that. Because Temple does have a very good program. All right. So coming right. Go ahead, baby.
I was saying the guy was emotionally weak that was in prison from the physical assault that he took. And everybody has different strengths and
Yes.
weaknesses, how they deal with something that took place in their life physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then the touch bases on him, it was a pride situation of how you was brought up or saying something about snitching because a lot of groups I took. And today